Hello people and welcome back to my channel. Again, I just woke up, as you can probably hear from my voice. But I don't care about sleep. I need Pokemon. I don't care about sleep. I care about Pokemon. Am I right, boys? So, today I want to talk about the remakes from Gen 3. My team for Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. It's gonna start fairly weird because I've played through every game, as I told you before, as you all might know, but it is kind of weird as I didn't fully complete one, as in post game. So that means the Sevia Islands. I didn't complete one of those. It doesn't matter, I mean, I'm still gonna complete it. And my team is gonna stay the same, but I still didn't complete it. So I gotta do that. Today I wanna start with Pokemon Fire Red. People probably want me to choose a Charmander, because Charizard. I did not do that. I like Charizard. I just like Bulbasaur better and Squirtle better. I mean, Charizard is cool, don't get me wrong, but Blastoise is also very cool. And Venusaur is always also, like, very cool. So I started my Fire Red with a Squirtle, and I'm very proud of that. I like my little squirty boy. Because I chose Squirtle, that meant I wasn't really able to choose a Gyarados for my team, nor was I really able to choose a Starmie or a Lapras, which I actually really wanted, and I was like, huh. And it was like, So I went as a second team member. Who wouldn't? I went with the Pikachu. Because why not? It's Pikachu. Am I right, boys? Why the hell wouldn't I choose a Pikachu? So, as a third member, I went with a Nidoran male because I like Nidoking. Nidoking is cool. I really like Nidoking in red, blue, and yellow. So I went with it again. I mean, why shouldn't I try it? That's three members. So that means a Squirtle, potentially a Blastoise, Pikachu, potentially a Raichu, but I didn't evolve it because Pikachu. Then a Nidoran male, which turned into a Nidoking later. I was very insecure about when to evolve that Nidorino into Nidoking. I figured after 42, since then it learned Poison Jab and it actually got a Poison Stab and it had like Earthquake and stuff. And I figured that was the best moment to evolve it, since I really wanted the Nidoking on my final team. I just like him. So as my fourth member, I went with a Flareon. Simply just because I already had an electric type and I already had a water type and I wanted to use the Eevee. So I turned it in a Flareon. And I really enjoyed Flareon. It just didn't learn a lot of moves, since it's a Stone Evolution Pokemon. So it didn't learn a lot, but I still liked it anyway. As my fifth member, I went with a Tangela. I have always liked Tangela. I don't know why. I don't know why. I just have always liked Tangela because it's kind of cute and it's adorable. And I want a hairy weed. Who on earth would have a Tangela on the Victory Road and Elite Four team? That's absolutely nuts. Nobody would do that. Except me, of course. I mean, apparently I would. I would have done it again, just for the sake of doing it again, because I enjoy Tangela a lot. So why wouldn't I? For my last member, I actually went with the Aerodactyl you can get, because Aerodactyl is also a very cool Pokemon. It just didn't learn a lot of moves, just didn't learn every single move I wanted it to have, but it was very enjoyable, and I would certainly do it again. Because it was amazing, and I have had a lot of fun with it. So why wouldn't I try it out and maybe possibly make it a fun Pokemon to use in the meantime and have a lot of fun while using it? My team for Pokemon Fire Red was a Blastoise, a Nidoking, Pikachu, a Flareon, Tangela, and an Aerodactyl. Most of them people wouldn't probably, or some of them people wouldn't probably use, like Tangela. It was it was just a funny little guy. It was just a funny little guy. Just a little funny little guy, you know? Just just a funny little guy. Just a funny little guy. And I enjoyed the funny little guy. On to my Leaf Green Pokemon team. As you guys know, I'm a sucker for Bulba. For the bulb. For the Bulbasaur. So I decided to shiny hunt it. Yep, you heard me. I decided to start hunt a shiny Bulbasaur in actual hardware Pokemon Leaf Green. 1 in 8,192 chance for each Pokemon to be shiny. And I did it. It took me more than 50 hours. Though I was at over 20,000 soft resets, but I did it, and it was amazing. I decided to make this a shiny badge quest, or not a shiny badge quest. I just wanted my team member shiny. As you guys know, I'm a shiny hunter, and I enjoy that a lot in my free time, since I have a lot of free time anyway. For my second team member, I had to go with the shiny Pikachu again, and this time a shiny one. I mean, what is better than a Pikachu? A shiny Pikachu. That's way better than a normal Pikachu. So, I just went for it. I went for the Pikachu, and I got the Pikachu, if you know what I'm saying. And I enjoyed it. Every single encounter, you are like, oh, it wasn't this time? Maybe it will be the next one. And I just enjoy that so much, because when it actually is that one, the next one, when you're over 10,000 resets or encounters in, like maybe 20 hours in, 30, 50, maybe even 80 hours as of my Brilliant Diamond right now. Since I'm still hunting my Registeel. I'm at 4,500 resets, and I'm just shy of 70 hours. I just enjoy it so much because every single one of them could be shiny. You never know when. So it might be very close, it might be very far, but you will get it eventually. So I enjoyed the shiny hunting a lot, and that's why I wanted to shiny on my whole team. And I began with a shiny Pikachu, a shiny Pikachu, because I just love Pikachu. It's the damn mascot of my favorite franchise in the world. It's the mascot of one of the favorite things I do in my life: collecting, talking about, and playing Pokemon. It has really changed my life in a better way, and I couldn't thank the Pokemon Company and Game Freak enough for that, to make my life so happy and filled with those little funny creatures you can catch, especially in different colors than they should be, with a little sparkle here and there. I just love that. So that was my reason for doing a full shiny team. My third member, it had to be the Lapras. I like the color purple. This is my favorite color, but I like the color purple. Same with pink. I like the color pink, especially on shiny Pokemon. I mean, here's an example of a couple of shiny Pokemon that suit those colors very well. Especially in the early, like, vibrant color days. Like from the DS and Game Boy Advance especially. I enjoy it. So I had to go with Lapras. I mean, why wouldn't I go with Lapras? It is so beautiful. Lapras is a beautiful creature. And then also to have a purple one instead of a blue one? That is amazing. And I would gladly do it over again. Each playthrough I ever did. So my third team member was a shiny Lapras. On to my fourth team member. I couldn't resist and have a Vaporeon, because I wanted a nice pink Vaporeon, because its shiny is so good. It's one of the best shinies out there, at least in Generation 1 at least, together with Charizard. I had to go with it. So I went for it, and I got a shiny Vaporeon on my Pokemon Leaf Green. It took me a while, but I got it. And I'm so happy with it. I'm so damn proud of it, because I did those all myself. I am a shiny hunter. I'm just not as much of a shiny hunter as most shiny hunters are. I don't spend it every single second of my day if I have free time. I can't focus on it that long, so I have to do it in sections of 2 to 3 hours each time or each day I hunt. So it spends multiple months for one shiny. most of the time. But I still enjoy it. It's fun. I mean, it could also sparkle the second or first encounter I get. So I had to go with a Vaporeon. Shiny Eevee looks amazing. It is fully white instead of brown. And it looks so cool. It looks like it's covered in snow. Without a snowy area. And Vaporeon looks pink. Need I say more? It's a good damn shiny. I'll put one on screen right now. So my fifth team member was kind of an anticlimax. I mean, I had to go with a Pokemon I like. How do I say it? I wasn't particularly fond of the shiny that much, but I still enjoyed hunting it. I wanted to go with a Meowth. Yes, because of the pickup ability, but mostly because I wanted to try out the payday threat. And it worked out very well. And shiny is underwhelming, but it worked out. I enjoyed the payday because I could use the extra money in the game, because it's very hard to get money in those games when you're not just spamming the Elite Four with amulet coins. And this way I could also do it with every single wild encounter and trainer battle. I could get some extra money, and that made me actually win the game, because I was severely underleveled for some reason. Probably because I didn't want to go into too much battles after I had my shiny, because I don't know why. I just didn't wanna. So I didn't. And as my sixth member, I don't know, it felt kinda cheaty, but I had to go with it. I went with Moltres. I mean, Moltres turns pink. I mean, it's not the best shiny, but I like Moltres. It just didn't learn a lot of moves again, just like some other Pokemon. And the moves it did learn, they had like 5, 10, 15 PP. And most of the time you needed more than that, especially the 5, especially if you don't use the pickup your Pokémon has, so you evolve it instantly. So there's no really good way to get PP ups, and especially like ethers and elixirs, max elixirs and max ethers. So I had to rely on Sky Attack and Flamethrower, just because that's basically the only good moves it had, because Overheat lowers my special attack when I use it, so I wasn't gonna use that one. But I enjoyed both games. I just enjoyed the Leaf Green a lot more since I could shiny hunt it, and I like shiny hunting. It's one of my passions, just because it's a part of Pokemon and I enjoy it a lot. So if you enjoyed this video I made, leave a like. You don't have to. I would appreciate you if you did. Subscribe. You don't have to, but I would still appreciate it if you did. And leave a comment. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive. I will respond to every single one. Leave me a comment if you want to see more of this, and I will certainly enjoy making them more. I mean, next week I'm gonna do Gen 4, and I can't wait, since that is my home generation. That's the generation I grew up with, and I can't wait. I hope you can't either, and I will see you all next week. Mythical Scorpion out.